Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're looking at the game Redfall. Now I had this on my wish list for a very long time, and I know I've done a couple previous videos talking about the game and basically admitting to the fact that I wasn't going to buy it on day one, that I was going to wait for the review process to do its thing and see what people were saying about the game. And here I'm on the Steam page, and I can see that they're doing a live stream. It looks like the developers are. It looks like they're 2 hours and 23 minutes into live stream. They don't look like they're doing much other than just walking around by this house. But let's scroll down and see where now the game released today, and the price tag is like the Diablo money, like I was talking about, like Blizzard Entertainment's Diablo 4. They're asking that kind of money for this game. $70 for the basic game, and then $100 for the what's it, Bite Back edition. Okay, and when I got onto the page this morning, it was in mostly negatives. So I figured I'd give it the whole day. I mean, it's been out a while now, and it's still in mostly negative. So I'm just gonna look at what people are saying. So this person's like, why do developers think they can charge $70 for games like this? Now, you would think if somebody's not happy with the game, they would refund it, right? But you don't see refunded here. Ignoring the performance issues, this game is bad. The AI is pathetic, even on the highest difficulty. The controls are clunky, the graphics are average, the world is empty. I don't understand why these companies think they can start charging $70 for unfinished garbage. I can't even stomach an hour of this game. Well, this guy should get a refund. He got only 0.7 hours into it, so, he can get a refund, and that would be what I would do if that's how I felt about the game. This one is, I wanted to avoid the public bandwagon for as much as I could. Even with the NVIDIA update, the game still feels janky. It makes it hard to enjoy this game. I feel the game might be better if the game was a bit optimized well, but as of right now, no. I'll revisit maybe in 2 months. Wow. So you just spent $70 for a game, and you're going to put it on the back burner for 2 months. Crazy. Yeah, this person refunded their product, didn't have any issues playing this game, and didn't experience horrible lag, low FPS, etc. And only playing as single player, this game is just outright not fun. The game was hyped up to be some badass motherfucker shoot 'em up vampire game, and I get a low poly style game with a vampire sprinkled here and there. So that person did not like the game. Next gen gaming starter pack, same or even worse graphics, optimization that requires an RTX 4090 minimum, a $70 to $90 price tag for a mid to unfinished game. I mean, it just goes on. This one refund. This guy received the product for free. You would think that if you got the dang product for free, you would probably say something nice about it. But this is, I played and beat this game before any day one patch was up. I don't even know if there was a day one patch. The game ran pretty all right. It hitched every once in a while on high and medium, so I nuked it down to low. The game itself is very uninspiring, and many different co-op shooters that manages not to get any of them right. It has no idea who its target audience is. That being said, the exploitation is bland and the shooting is blander. I see more variety at the Baskin Robbins than I do in the enemy types. Sorry. Story and characters exist as much as my self-worth does. Wow. This goes on. I mean, we just got sheets and sheets of down. CPU fail. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. I have been looking forward to this game for somewhere around 2 months. Pre-order the bite back. Oh, woo, this guy paid the $100 money. Uh, After playing the game for 2 hours, and the performance issues killed the game. Also, feel like this definitely could have been a lot more vampire types around the map. Game seemed pretty bland, very disappointing. Yeah, if you spent $100 for a game, and yeah, and we got some thumbs up there. So let's look at the very top here. It's got 387 positive reviews, and it's got 1,010 negative reviews. So all in all, I won't be buying this game. I mean, like I said, I was going to look at the reviews before I pulled the trigger on it, and I knew I wasn't going to do a pre-order on this nightmare because of all the red flags that it had before release date, and it did have a lot of them. And as you can see, people are just refunding it, giving it bad reviews. I own every Arcane game. I pre-order every Arcane game since Dishonored. I have over 100 hours on Deathloop. I didn't do a $1 Game Pass deal because I wanted to support Arcane. I pre-ordered the Bite Back edition, this game, the third-party key reseller, so I could save $25. Which unfortunately means I waived my rights to a refund. So the guy going to a third-party vendor to buy the game to save some money, and ended up just giving it a bad review. Oh wow. Gunplay is medium. Weapons and character abilities are kind of interesting, but that's about it. The AI has horrible path finding and situational awareness. Somehow I'm getting massive frame drops on a 3080, even though the world is mostly empty. The story and characters aren't interesting. I guess I could be fun with friends for a while. The price tag of this game is just a joke. It's too bad. I mean, I was looking forward to playing the game. I was looking forward to getting into this game. But I'm watching the stream here in the corner of the screen as we were playing, and the graphics do look janky as hell. Let me see if I can maximize this. To me, these aren't good graphics. This reminds me of like Nintendo Wii graphics. I mean, not as bad as Nintendo Wii graphics, but these graphics are not what one would think for a $100, $70 game. And they're saying that the world is empty. I've been watching this stream as I've been reading the reviews, and everybody's saying it's empty. What's going on here? I mean, this guy's been running around. Whoever's playing this character has been running around. I haven't shot a bullet in a while now. And the map has just been empty. So it's basically a walking simulator with occasionally you shoot vampires. I mean, and the developers are playing the game here, trying to promote it. But guys, I'm going to just backpedal on this and see if we actually see anything. Let's see if I can just backpedal on this stream. It looks like I can't go any farther back than that. So even here, this is where we began. They're not doing anything. They're just walking around an empty map, like walking simulator with a gun in your hand. Okay, there's some action going on in this screen. Let me see if I can turn the sound on. Oh, I can't even hear the in-game sound over the developers talking. They got it down. Oh my goodness. If this is what they're doing to promote their game, is just walking around an empty town, then I have to start to believe those negative reviews. It just looks janky as hell. I mean, the graphics are not good. I mean, I've seen better graphics in games that came out 10 years ago. The trees don't even look realistic. It's like somebody, like a Bob Ross painting kind of thing. They're supposed to look realistic, but you can tell that they're not real. I mean, this guy hasn't shot at anything. He's got this gun in his hand. Is that just for show? I mean, he hasn't had any combat, and I'm fast forwarding through this thing. All right, I guess I might as well not kick it while it's down, because it is clear that this game is not worth the money they're asking for it. And it's clear based on mostly negative reviews, and the game's only been out a day. And these are the people that are hardcore, wanting the game day one, hardcore people that have played other franchise games from this developer. And these are the people, these are core players, your core audience to this game, those are the people that pre-ordered it. Those are the people that played it today, and those are the people that reviewed it today, and they hit it with a mostly negative review. So it will be removed from my wish list. I wonder if I could just remove it here. Yeah, it's something that I won't play. Not for that kind of money. Maybe when it becomes free to play, because based on these graphics, it looks like it's on its way to free to play. I mean, it's just these, even that light post doesn't look real. And you go by the trees and they kind of just blend and blur as you pass by them. Over on if you look at your peripherals, they just kind of like a blending out. So their rendering is horrific. You know, they're just not rendering. I mean, finally he found a mob to shoot. Oh, and that's the combat. One shot dead kind of thing. So that guy walked around for 15 minutes to shoot one guy with one shot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. $100 to walk through an empty town and do one-shot monster kills. Monsters that you find around the map every maybe 20 minutes. Good stuff, Redfall team. Good stuff. All right, well, thank you for joining me. This has been the Darkest Zone.